Africa manufactures only 3% of the global supply of medical drugs, and so 95% of its medicine supplies are imported. This imbalance has led to the proliferation of fake medicines into the continent, causing a major health crisis. In Uganda, efforts are underway to address the problem, as DD India's Leon Senyege reports.
The illicit trade in fake medications is a major global issue, but it's particularly felt in Uganda. The country's rural areas are the most vulnerable because of the disease burden there, especially malaria.
But if you look at the health center now today, and you went to a health facility, 4 out of 10 of the patients at that facility, on average in Uganda, any day, 4 out of 10 are there because of a malaria visit. And in some districts, it's worse.
In Uganda, researchers found that 19% of 74 sampled batches of malaria treatment in rural areas were of substandard quality.
This will be about 74 million, over 70 million tablets that we picked. And if an adult takes about 24 tablets for each malaria case, then you see how many people would have been exposed to these medications.
According to the UN World Health Organization, WHO, antibiotics and anti-malaria products are the most commonly counterfeited medicines on the continent. The UN Office on Drugs and Crime estimates that each year, counterfeit pharmaceuticals kill up to 500,000 people in sub-Saharan Africa, a crisis that has developed into a public health catastrophe. Uganda hopes to reverse this.
We regulate medicine before it gets into the country. Along so many other steps we undertake, like visiting the factory that is manufacturing those products, whether in Uganda, Africa, Europe, wherever it is, we send our experts to do what we call good manufacturing practices.
Since the signing of the Lome Initiative in 2020 by 6 African states, including Uganda, there has been progress in enacting and strengthening national laws to criminalize the importation, manufacture, distribution, and sale of fake medicines. A commitment that could guarantee access to appropriate medicines, saving many lives. Leon Senyege in Kampala, Uganda, reporting for DD India.
More than 1,000 new cases of mpox have been reported in the Democratic Republic of Congo in the past week, raising the total number of infections to over 17,000 since the start of the year. The Central African nation has the highest number of the infectious disease that has now spread to several countries in Africa and a few others in Europe and Asia. DD India correspondent Chris Ochamringa has more from Kinshasa.
The Democratic Republic of Congo has continued recording an increase in mpox cases across the country. Health officials say more than 600 people have died of the viral disease since January this year. The government has announced the release of $10 million as emergency funds. The money is meant for deploying health workers to treat patients and carry out surveillance around the country. Cases of mpox have been recorded in all 26 provinces of the DRC. Some of the provinces are experiencing an armed conflict, which has made it difficult for health workers to access patients. A new, more infectious strain of mpox that was discovered in eastern DRC earlier this year has spread to neighboring countries like Burundi, Kenya, Rwanda, and Uganda. The disease has also been recorded in Sweden, Thailand, Philippines, and Pakistan. Last week, the World Health Organization declared the mpox outbreak a public health emergency of international concern in order to mobilize resources and prevent it from spreading further. Chris Ochamringa in Kinshasa, reporting for DD India.